Was Satan involved in the fallen angels coming down and like creating the Nephilim, or was he kind of off to the side?
Yes, he was off to the side. So you had two falls. You had the ones that that went with him when he fell, and then you had the 200 Watchers who literally were wanting to advance society and also have a say in how the earth realm operated, because humans were the top of any created being. There was no being like them. I saw an event where I watched Jesus, before he was called Jesus, but it was him, and the Father discussing humanity and the Elohim surrounding. And they were trying to ask them questions.
Are the Elohim the Watchers?
No, the Elohim are the gods.
The
over
gods,
nations.
the council.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The divine council.
Yeah.
They were trying to understand how God would want to have a seed from him. And they didn't understand that. You're perfect. You can create, any other kind of being you want. Why would you create humans that have the ability to choose you or not? So they were surprised by that. Yeah, Lucifer he deceived most of the angels up there, and they fell with him. That's an event. And then the Watchers decided to come down and kind of help humanity. Give us children, we'll give you this.
So the Watchers fell with
200.
Satan?
They were a different time.
Different time. So that was the second fall.
The second fall.
And then where did the Council of the Gods fit in? Did they fall
Yeah.
with Satan or with the Watchers?
They fell separately. But when God assigned them to different nations, Deuteronomy 32, when he assigned them different nations after the Tower of Babel, what happened was they just want to worship for themselves.
Got it.
And then God just said, forget it, I'm done. Somebody says, I'm going to now inherit the nations. You guys have, which I saw that event too, where he actually judged them and threw him out. His council. It was a very sad event, actually.
Was it a war or was it just a boom?
It wasn't a war. It was an intense act of power, of fire, and the sword. I remember Jesus stood before Yahweh facing the council, and Jesus opened his mouth, and a sword came out, and it was flame. It literally burned them, and the divine council were pushed out, out of that council system, and you see Satan off to the side, kind of mimicking and making fun of them, because he's just this dude that's just hanging out. But it's like, well, I need to make deals, to get to spread, because remember, his resources are extremely limited.
Right.
So he needed to make deals a lot with the Elohim, Moloch and some of them, because they had systems to be able to increase his army. Because the demons even didn't come later. They came as a result of
The
fallen
Nephilim.
angels and humans.
Yeah.
So he recruited the demons because of their natural hate towards Yahweh, because Yahweh wouldn't take them back. No, you were created here. I'm not taking you back. You don't belong in my realm. So you stay here. You're judged in the earth, and you will rot and decay here. So here comes Satan.
He's using. So Moloch was a Elohim?
Moloch, yeah.
And then
He's
like
still around today.
Ishtar, what is
Ishtar.
Is Ishtar an
Ishtar's
Elohim?
over lust and all that stuff. Yeah.
And then like, is Baal a watcher or is Baal an Elohim?
Baal's the Elohim. He's a storm god. Well, back then he was known as a storm god, but yeah, he's in. They all make pacts to control systems here on the earth.
And then like, what about the Egyptian gods like Osiris and Ra? Are they Elohim or are they watchers?
Those were the Watchers. So those were a mixture between, when the Watchers came down and they taught them how to do relations and reproduction, it was a mixture between animals then, at that time. So those would be parts of the Nephilim arena, because the giants had special abilities too, because they had angelic blood in them.
It seems like you have Elohim, watchers, principalities, or like high-ranking demons,
Principalities, would be high-ranking demons.
and
yes.
then demons underneath them.
Yes, yeah.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay, so what are all of these Elohim doing now?
They're fighting over nations. They've been doing that for a long time.